Well, friends, so this week's ecstatic Buddhist discussion is on the relationship of non-dualism and jhana. That is how, if any way, do jhana and non-dualism relate to each other. And what we should begin with is unpacking non-dualism first. Non-dualism originates from India under the Advaita Vedanta tradition. And it's post-Vedic, post-early Buddhism, and may in fact have arisen in response to Buddhism. Traditionally, non-dualism was the culmination of a rigorous contemplative life in which one got to a place where one felt unity with the whole, and thus experienced non-dualism, or no self. And we could in fact look at the anatta, or no self principle in Buddhism, and perhaps consider that might be a root of Advaita Vedanta or non-dualism. The traditional exponents of non-dualism are Shankaracharya, who was several centuries ago. Then there's, in the 19th century, was Ramakrishna, and then after Ramakrishna was Vivekananda, and then after Vivekananda was Ramana Maharshi. And Ramana Maharshi carried the non-dual idea up through the 50s and into the 70s before he died. Now, since Ramana Maharshi, there has been a new school of Vedanta or non-dualism that has arisen. It's arisen mostly in the West, and it's a non-contemplative tradition in which they look at non-dualism as a point of view, that all one has to do is get to a place of looking at the world through non-dual perspective, and one has arrived at a non-dual state. Now, I think that might be a valuable mindset or point of view to cultivate, but contemplative non-dualism goes much deeper than point of view non-dualism, which point of view non-dualism is known also as Neuo-Advaita, or some people call it pseudo-Advaita, because in most cases it's just an intellectual point of view. It's superficial and it doesn't go deep. Okay, so those are the two schools of non-dualism. Now, it just so happens that jhana, as we have been expressing it, is the culmination of a rigorous contemplative life. And we have a lot of parallels between us and the contemplative form of non-dualism or Advaita Vedanta. And in fact, jhana are stages of non-dual states. It just so happens that non-dualism is just a component of the experience. We prefer to express the ecstatic component of the jhanic states, because we believe that that's the salient point. But in my experience, and in the experience of most of the case histories that I've accumulated of contemplatives with jhana, in most cases their expression is non-dual, although they may not emphasize it from a non-dual perspective. So jhana is really just 4 stages of non-dualism, and it's not at all about point of view. It's about a subjective, altered state of consciousness that's characterized by bliss, joy, and ecstasy, but it also happens to be characterized by relative degrees of non-dualism. So jhana and non-dualism go together as long as that non-dualism is not purely point of view, but is in fact about the culmination of a rigorous contemplative life that, of course, leads to samadhi states, and those samadhi states are non-dual states. Thank you very much. I hope you will, all contemplatives, experience lots of bliss, joy, and ecstasy this week. Thank you for listening in.